Facebook Connect is happening right now and we were all waiting for all the info about a possible new Quest device. So is there a new Quest and is it now safe to buy a Quest 2? That and all the biggest news from the event, including new games and the end of Facebook, is coming now. Hello and welcome back to the VRC, your home of virtual reality stuff and some cool technology. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if that's the stuff that you like too. So every year Facebook Connect, previously Oculus Connect, has taken place, and due to the pandemic has taken place online for the past 2 years. It quickly became very clear that the headline act of this year's event was not going to be a Quest device like it was last year. I mean, some of us might have predicted this. When it finally does get released, I'm pretty sure the two devices will coexist. This means one will be a lot more expensive than the other. Indeed, the overwhelmingly main theme of this year was the Metaverse. And if you don't know what that is, well, it's basically what is seen in the movie Ready Player One. Rather than playing a load of different computer games and using different programs like you do now, in the Metaverse, you take a virtual representation of yourself, be it an avatar that looks like you or something totally different, into an entire universe of experiences such as virtual workspaces, games, or just places to hang out and visit. Basically a virtual version of the world, and being virtual, the possibilities far outstretch what is possible in the real world, which is why it's the Metaverse, because it's actually a universe, because it contains lots of different worlds. So I'm not going to talk too much about that, not like they did, so let's move on. There are going to be some changes to Quest coming. We won't have the standard home screen anymore. Instead, we'll have Horizon Home, which you'll be able to fully customize. So that sounds pretty cool. Messenger calls are going to be coming to VR. I actually thought they were already. As well as Blade and Sorcery with proper dungeons coming to Quest. And GTA San Andreas. Maybe, finally, I'll get past the BMX mission. Yeah, that was the first mission. I don't know why I stopped playing. The Zuck said he plans to continue subsidizing devices or selling at cost. So you do that. Careful, the courts will be listening. He also told us about the Presence platform, which is all about feeling connected in the Metaverse, including hand and voice interaction. And also a cool thing for developers, the Interaction SDK, which allows devs to get hand tracking into their apps a lot easier than it currently is. Devs will also be able to sell mixed reality apps on the Quest Store and in the App Lab. The biggest news from the event was undoubtedly the rebranding of the parent company of Facebook to encompass what is their main vision going forward, the Metaverse, OVS. They are now known as...
To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
Because Meta is better. Facebook will still exist, but it will now just be a social network owned by Meta. This also means that eventually we should no longer need our Facebook accounts to use VR. This is nice because a lot of people don't want their social media accounts connected with their VR activity in any way. But don't start thinking a Facebookless VR means no more tracking and targeted ads. And now to the not so big VR headset announcement. After all that great work of people uncovering leaks, there was no mention of a Quest Pro or a Quest Plus. Instead, we got Project Cambria, which apparently is coming next year. The big news about this is that it's going to be a lot more expensive than the Quest 2. It's going to have a lot more sensors for face tracking and pancakes for lenses. Wait, okay. Pancake optic lenses.
They essentially work by folding light several times over to achieve a slimmer profile than current lenses.
Basically, better lenses. Woo. So what else did they tell us about Project Cambria? Absolutely nothing. They did say they want to work on being able to make the features in Cambria cheaper so they could eventually bring it to the Quest platform. So Quest will remain their budget VR platform, and Quest 2 for now will remain their flagship headset at least until next year. And they didn't give much info on Cambria specs. Again, they want to tell us more about it next year. So yeah, not much at all and nowhere near as exciting as last year. A lot of what was shown in this Facebook Connect as well is also a long way off from the mouth of Zuck himself. However, there is some good news. The Quest will become a sort of Quest Pro. In the Developer State of the Union, they told us that so far the games and programs haven't really been taking advantage of the Quest 2's power. So going forward, more apps will become Quest 2 exclusive and will start taking advantage of that extra processing power, meaning everything is going to start getting better. That is bad news for Quest 1 owners. Maybe it's time to upgrade, but then Quest 1 can play all of the apps currently available apart from Resident Evil, and we'll still be able to play a lot of things going forward. Something I'd like to see is a lot more games with a lot more depth, games that keep you really hooked. So, as I predicted, it is safe to get a Quest 2 now. The headset coming next year will be way more expensive, so if you could have afforded that Project Cambria, then the $299 that you're going to spend on the Elygo Quest 2 won't seem much lost, especially if you were to sell it as well. And a budget replacement for Quest 2 doesn't seem to be coming for a long while. So this Christmas, if you haven't got into VR and standalone is your thing, provided you don't mind the Facebook Meta connection, go ahead and get your Quest 2. And if you get one, you'll want to kit it out with a new head strap, facial interface and controller grips. Oh, by the way, the Zuck did say that they will be releasing their own grips and interface, but that's not really big news since Kiwi Design already sell amazing hand grips, literally the best you can get. A head strap which is infinitely better than the one supplied with the Quest 2 and a lot better and tougher than Oculus's own Elite strap. And they also have their very own facial interface. Links to the Kiwi Design webpage is below. Their accessories are great quality and really great prices, and I think there's currently a 25% off sale too. So make sure you check them out if you want to improve your Quest 2. So as I write this, or say this, John Carmack is yet to talk about Quest and VR. He might reveal some more info about any future Quests, but I'm going to guess that he's mainly going to expand on the possibilities of the current Quest 2. If he does say anything particularly interesting, I will be back with more news. So if you got this far, thanks so much for sticking with me. Despite the lack of Quest Pro news, the future of VR is looking bright. It may be spearheaded by big scary Meta, but it is still very exciting. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you got something from this video, and subscribe if you'd like to stick around. If you're about to finally take the plunge on a Quest 2, this is a good place to find out about ways to make it better, and of course I do hope you enjoy it if you get one. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!
Our hope, though, is that if we all work at it, then within the next decade, the Metaverse will reach 1 billion people. We learned a lot from struggling with social issues and living under closed platforms. And now it is time to take everything that we have learned and help build the next chapter. I am dedicating our energy to this more than any other company in the world. And if this is the future that you want to see, then I hope that you will join us. Because the future is going to be beyond anything we can imagine.